Hello friends, a quick story about the Navaratris, why it is celebrated and what is the importance of the Navadurgas. Navadurgas are the forms and the energy of Parvati Mata, friends. The Parvati Mata who wedded the Shiva. So we all know about Parvati Mata who wedded Shiva, but what are these Navadurgas? So during the Navaratris, we celebrate each day for one form of the Parvati or the Navadurgas. The story behind this, it starts with Parvati getting married as Dakshayani to Shiva. Dakshayani, the daughter of Daksha. Daksha being the son of Brahma. So when she get married to Shiva, it was not her father's willing blessings. So he was opposing her to get married to Shiva because he thought Shiva is not good looking and not well established. He wanted his daughters, other 27 daughters, to get married to the Chandra, that was the moon. But Parvati, at that time Dakshayani, was adamant and said she will marry only Shiva. And the other sisters were married to the Chandra. When Daksha once went to a yajna was like a celebration, like an get together, a big gathering of all the devas, all the important ones and not so important ones. So when the gathering had already assembled, Daksha entered and everyone stood up. Only his father Brahma and Shiva didn't. He was insulted because Shiva was his son-in-law. So according to that, he should have respected him by standing up, which didn't happen, and Daksha was humiliated. He decided to insult him again in return, and so he performed one more yajna where he didn't invite Shiva nor his daughter Dakshayani. But Dakshayani insisted that she will attend this yajna, though Shiva said he is not interested in attending it because he was not invited. So we all know about it, that Dakshayani attended the Homa and she was insulted by father. Like he said, like, I had not invited you. Why did you come? So it's okay. You're my daughter. You're welcome. Attend the function and go back. Then she visited and she met each one and asked them to stop this yajna because that yajna was going to make Daksha the ruler of all the three worlds. She didn't want such a selfish man or unintelligent man, not a complete soul, because he was not having a evolved soul. His way of thinking showed his ability, his inability to understand the universe. And she didn't want such a person to become the ruler of the three worlds. She asked all the other devas to stop the Homa because only Shiva was eligible for that post. It was kind of an election happening. When no one could stop Daksha, she decided to stop it her way by killing herself. That would be inauspicious to continue a Homa. Now the story here, let's take a pause and look at it. Was Parvati or Dakshayani a normal, common woman who was seeing the situation as a wife, husband being insulted and she fighting with her father? No, friends. Shiva was super conscious. Shiva is super conscious consciousness, and so his wife, his better half, his other half will be a evolved soul, which Dakshayani was. And she could see in the future how it will affect if Daksha would become the ruler of all the three worlds. So being a responsible soul, she took the decision of discontinuing her journey in that body for the betterment of the world. Though it is wrong to suicide, to give up oneself, but that was the only way she could stop it happen. And so she, with the power of her immense tapasya, she had the siddhis to burn herself, create fire and burn herself. And she knew the purpose of that janma, or the sole purpose of that birth, could be continued again. And she, with the tapasya's Shakti, she burned herself. Now again the story continues. Shiva visits the place. He's very upset. He gets angry, and there is a big war going on there. He chops off the head of Daksha, which is another story. So when we look at this, was Shiva such a common person to react like this? Could he not stop Dakshayani from performing sati? Sati is self-burning of a wife, which was carried on in the previous, in histories we can see these things happening. That is another story. So was Shiva unable to stop her? No, friends, that is not it. It was the soul's individual decision, by an intelligent soul taking a decision to end her life. If it had happened accidentally, that she had died accidentally, then Shiva would have protected her or saved her. But it was a decision of Dakshayani for the betterment of the world that she gave up her body. And we all know Shiva took her body and he lamented, carrying the body on his shoulders, and wherever the body parts fell, because it was a burnt, mutilated body, so they dropped off, each part of the body just dropped away. And we have these bodies where it fell, those were called Shakti Pitha. So he loved Dakshayani or Sati so much that he went into a great penance. He went to meditate, and he meditated for ages, friends, thousands of years. And then this soul, the Dakshayani soul, took birth again. Now this soul chose a family or a father or parents who would support her this time. And she was born in the royal family of Himaraja, the king of the Himalayas. The Shaila is the stone, because Himalayas are stone, so they said he's the king of the stone Himalaya. So she was Shaila Putri. Putri is daughter, the daughter of the rocks. And here we have the first avatar of the Navadurga or Parvati as Shaila Putri. Let us see in the next episode how these each avatara can be understood as a journey of an individual also. It can be a male or a female. So thank you very much, friends. Keep watching Daily Divine Dhyan for such short stories, and we have to look at these mythological stories from the point of view of a meditator, friends. Let us look into the deeper meaning of all these stories we have been hearing all these years, and we never got a chance to understand from the different point of view why such a story has come up. What was the intention of making up such stories, whether they are made up or it is in the Vedas, in the Shastras. Let us understand the beauty of the story and the real purpose of telling such stories. Thank you, friends. Let us meet in the next video. Thank you for watching. Lots of love.